Magandang araw sa likod ng tagumpay ni Heidelin Diaz, nariyan ng Team HD na malaki ang naging ambag para talagang masungkit itong kauna-unahang gintong medalya sa Tokyo Olympics. Kaya naman makakapanayam natin ang isa sa mga miyembro ng Team HD, si Dr. Karen Katrina Trinidad, isang sports psychologist. Magandang araw po sa inyo, Dr. Karen.
Hello, magandang araw sa lahat.
Ayan, Doktora, kamusta na po ba kayo ngayon? Ang buong Team HD ngayong nasungkit na nga itong Olympic gold medal. Ano ba yung mga susunod pang plano ng inyong grupo?
Kailangan ayusin kung ano yung next na magiging plano kasi ang nangyari is that naka-focus talaga kami sa Olympics, no? Ang sabi namin, wala muna tayong iisipin before Olympics or after Olympics, but ang focus is really the Olympics. And then nung nanalo, biglang ang daming interviews and everything. That's why pag tinatanong si Heidelin kung anong plano, ang lagi niyang sagot, hindi ko alam. That is true. Hindi niya alam because we are still on the process of planning. Kaya yun. So her focus really is into the Tokyo. Kaya hindi pa alam.
Oo nga, pahinga muna. I'm sure grabe rin yung naging pagod, yung training na pinagdaanan ni Heidelin at ng buong team. So talagang take this time para makapagpahinga. Okay. Doktora, marami pong hindi masyadong familiar dito. Ano po ba itong sports psychologist? Ay yung pinagkaiba niya sa isang typical psychologist na alam ng lahat?
Ang branch kasi, pag sinabi mong psychology, is a scientific study of human behavior. Ang pinakasikat talaga sa psychology is the clinical psychology or clinical psychologist. Sila yung nag-handle in terms of depression, anxiety, schizophrenia. Pero marami nga nagtatanong, ano ang sports, sports psychology. So, syempre, ang atleta ay tao din. No, so ibig sabihin kailangan alagaan din natin ang kanilang mental being. So which is prone din sila for anxiety kasi syempre every time na nagko-compete sila, so nandun yung feeling of anxiety nila, kailangan din natin sila pine-prepare mentally, no? So kasi sabi natin ang performance is physical, technical, and psychological. So hindi lang natin pinaghahandaan yung katawan but also yung psychological aspect.
Doktora, ano naman po yung mga ginawang psychological training ni Heidelin para bago siya sumabak sa competition? Kasi ang sabi niya sa mga naunang interview, during training, hindi pa talaga niya nagagawa yung nabuhatin yung ganong weight. It's only during the last lift na talagang nabuhat ngayon. So talagang mental focus really helped her a lot, no? So paano po ba yung naging training ni Heidelin?
Actually, yung mental skills or mental training, isa siyang skill or training na hindi mabilisan. No? Katulad siya ng physical skills, it will take time for a person to develop it. Kaya nga ini-encourage namin yung mga athletes na prior to the competition, mas maganda na nagko-consult na sila sa isang sports psychologist. Now, ang ginawa kay Heidelin Diaz is one, yung motivation niya, no? Kasi yung training niya ngayon, nadaanan siya ng pandemic, no? So, syempre, nandun yung process na na-postpone ba or canceled. So, lost siya during that time kasi hindi mo alam kung may competition or wala. So, ang taas din ang anxiety niya during that time. So, you have to regulate it, no? So, that is for the motivation. You always go back with the why. Bakit mo siya ginagawa? And then also, we have to improve also in terms of her confidence. Yung confidence, nakukuha mo siya through training, okay, through experience and feedback. Kaya napakahalaga yung mga experiences niya. Okay? Lagi kong tinatanong sa kanya or 2 days before the competition, tinanong ko sa kanya, ilang taon ka ba unang nagsimula mag-weightlifting? Sabi niya, mga 11 years old, doc. Sabi ko, 11, tapos 30 ka na ngayon. So it is considered you're already expert in that field, no? So dapat confident ka kasi sa haba ng panahon that you're doing or lifting yung barbell, talagang nagiging automatic na yan sa'yo, no? So there should be always a constant reminder, no? Kasi minsan, pag lagi mo na siyang ginagawa, nakakalimutan mo. No? And then self-talk is very important. Kaya during her competition, di ba, maririnig mo siya, sinasabi niya, one motion, chest out. no? Kasi it's a reminder for her, yung technique niya, as well as kung ano yung gagawin niya. In weightlifting, one moment, no, or 1 second of doubt can already interfere with your performance. So talagang hinanap namin kung ano yung pinakamagandang self-talk that will be effective for her. Ano pa, ginawa rin namin is the mental imagery. Bago siya mag-compete, lagi namin siyang pinapakit sa podium, no, sa stage, so that ma-familiarize siya. No? So we are very lucky kasi before the competition, maaga kami dumating. So wala pa yung mga kalaban niya. So sabi namin baka pwedeng silipin yung stage. So pumayag naman pero few minutes lang. So nakaakyat siya sa stage, she was able to feel kung ano yung gagawin. That's why she was very comfortable, no, with the environment. In her training in Malaysia, she never, no, na successful na nabuhat niya yung 127. Ang isa lang din na sinasabi ko sa kanya, even before, you just trust, no, your coaches. No, since you are already expert in the field, regardless of the number that they're going to ask you to carry, wala na yan eh. No, kasi nandun na yung automatic sa'yo that you can carry. Kaya sa kanya talagang na-overwhelm siya, no? There's a misbelief na parang, nabuhat ko siya, kaya ko pala. Kasi sabi ko yung self-belief is very, very important.
Kaya talagang masasabi natin na naging successful itong psychological training para kay Heidelin. Kumusta po ba si Heidelin yung mental health status niya ngayon, lalo't during the time na nagte-training siya before the Olympic?
Well, since nasa ibang lugar sila, Malaysia, we can say na maganda yung environment na nandun kasi parang province siya eh. So it was not new to her. Tapos in terms of her focus, maganda kasi hindi siya yung city. No? So pagkagising, parang nandun lang siya sa bandang grahe nagte-training. So napaka-relax. No? And then more or less wala masyadong distractions. Kasi syempre knowing the personality of Heidelin, she cannot say no. No? So kunyari pag nandito siya sa Manila, baka maraming mga siyang mga commitments that she cannot say no. So hindi siya makafocus. But we are lucky that she was able to train very well in Malaysia.
Sabi niyo nga po, Doktora, kanina na talagang hinanap niyo yung motivation ni Heidelin para talagang yung focus niya is talagang hindi talaga masira during her training. Ano po ba yung mga naikwento niya na mga talagang para sa kanya pinanghuhugutan niya o talagang motivation niya sa kompetisyong yun?
Even before, no, talagang dream niya na magkaroon ng Olympic, no, Olympic gold medal. So sa kanya, she's already manifesting. Parang sinasabi niya na gusto ko yan. No? And makikita mo yung hard work sa kanya na parang she's never contented in terms of kung ito na yung na-achieve ko, kaya ko pa, no? So nandun yung determination niya. And she also included yung parang science, no, which is yung sports science in her training. So meron siyang nutritionist, meron siyang strength and conditioning, may head coach, and then may psychologist kasi of course, yung sports ngayon is already science, no? Kumbaga, it is something that is measurable, it is something that is scientific, so hindi siya yung ala chamba. So with that, ang nangyayari is that she is well guided. No? She is well guided with her training.
Talagang very down to earth itong si Heidelin Diaz, Doktora, at marami talaga sa kanyang natutuwa, hindi lang sa kanyang pagkapanalo, kundi sa pinapakita niyang positive outlook. Kasi lalo ngayong pandemic, na napakaraming nakararanas ng anxiety, depression. Itong pagkapanalo ni Heidelin is a perfect example na ano man yung kinakaharap mo sa buhay, talagang makakaya mo yung buhatin with a positive mind. So, Doktora, pakikwento naman po kung paano po ba kayo napasama dito sa Team HD?
Actually, I've been working with the Philippine Sports Commission since 2008. So sa PSC, meron doon unit na sports psychology. So lahat ng national team or Team Philippines, they can avail of the services. Now with Heidelin, even before her Rio Olympics in 2016, nagko-consult na siya pero hindi ganun ka-regular. No, pupunta lang, may kipagkwentuhan, kunyari pupunta lang siya, lalo na nung kunyari nagkaroon siya ng injury years before. So she would just go visit the unit or the office every once in a while. And then after nung Rio niya, nung nag-silver siya, bumanta siya sa office, no? Sabi niya, Doc, mag-Olympics pa kaya ako? Sabi niya gano'n, no? Kasi that was 2016, so binalik ko sa kanya. Do you think kaya mo pa ba? Kasi when we talk about Olympics, we're talking about 4 years of preparation. So sabi ko, ikaw ba sa sarili mo, kaya mo pa ba ng isang cycle ng Olympics, no? Kasi at the end of the day, ang importante, ikaw, no? Not other people, but ikaw, what do you want? And then sabi niya, medyo Doc matagal, no? 4 years. I cannot imagine myself training every day, no, for 4 years. So sabi ko, ganito gawin natin. We're going to divide, no? Hati-hatiin natin yung mga buwan para hindi mo maramdaman. Then I asked her also, ano pa ba yung gusto mo aside from weightlifting? Ano, Doc, gusto ko magka-diploma. No? So I help her in terms of looking for school kasi gusto niya nga talaga na mag-aral. So because of that, yung nag-aral siya, syempre pag nag-aral ka, ang bilis ng oras, no? Ang bilis ng panahon. And then she was also happy because for me, nakita ko yung importance ng mag-aral kasi nakakamit siya ng ibang tao outside her sport. So socially, naging maganda sa kanya. Cognitively, maganda rin, no? Kasi nasi-stimulate how she thinks. Na-develop din sa kanya yung yung time management. So, naging maganda, no? And then, hindi niya namalaya na no? 2020 na pala, Olympics. And then, biglang ang nangyari na nagkaroon ng pandemic. The Team HD, parang na-conceptualize siya mga 2018. But before, she was consulting already with a sports nutritionist, meron siyang strength and conditioning, parang hiwa-hiwalay kaming 4. And then it was in Thailand ata, na pinagsama-sama niya kami, may competition siya doon, sinama niya yung buong team. So it was the first time na magkakasama kami together, and then we worked together. So yun, 2018 in Thailand, and then nagkasama rin kami, I think that's 2019 yung Thailand, and then Rome, may competition siya sa Rome ng 2020. So yun, so may mga competitions that we are with her already.
Wow, so na-conquer na niya ngayon yung Olympics ngayon ay iba na naman ang goal niya ay itong pag-aaral. At ang ganda rin naging training niya dito sa psychological training na para makatulong din sa bagong goal niya ngayon. So, Doktora, syempre ilang taon din po pala kayong nagkasama bago ito yung during the training, the time of the training. So, ano po ba yung mga naging struggles na napagdaanan ng inyong team sa pagtitrain nga dito kay Heidelin?
One is really yung pandemic, no? Because kung titignan mo yung naging cycle or yung flow ng competition ni Heidelin, nagpipeak na sana siya nung 2020 because nasa calendar nga namin was Olympics year 2020. So kaya maganda yung performance niya ng SEA Games, nag-gold na siya, tapos nag-gold din siya doon sa Rome, and then biglang pandemic. No, so maganda na sana sa kumpiyansa niya, sa confidence niya yun, no, that she's feeling good. Alam niya that maganda yung performance niya. Kaya lang, biglang nagkaroon ng pandemic. So yun yung medyo nagkaroon ng problema because tinatanong niya kami isa-isa via Zoom, no? Nasa Malaysia siya. Parang, are you going to stick with me or stay with me? Kasi walang kasiguraduhan. So inassure namin siya, no, na regardless whether there's Olympics or wala, we're going to stay with you because we're not here because of Olympics alone, no? Nandito kami for you, no, as a person, not because of the competition. So yun, so may mga regular Zoom sessions kami para kamusta-kamusta, ganun. So, and then, yun, biglang sinabi nga na may Olympics. So, yun yung mga parang feeling ko something that is unpredictable.
So, ano naman po yung pakiramdam na naging bahagi kayo ng tagumpay na ito?
Masaya, no? Ang like niyo sinasabi, well-deserved siya, no? Because I saw her hard work, no? And then minsan tatawag yun, Doc, pagod na ako, no? Pagod na ako in terms of physically, kasi talagang pinupush siya to her limits, no? And then ganun din in my case, no? Na parang sinasabi ko, do you think you're already okay for Olympics? You have to push yourself 1% every day, no? So we are already challenging her, pushing her to her limits, no? So kaya itong na tagumpay na meron siya, it is a well-deserved, no? Because ano siya, product siya ng hard work, determination, and her motivation talaga is for the country, no? Kaya meron siyang Philippine flag talaga lagi kasi it's not for her but it is for the country.
Wow, so talagang hindi lang dapat physically healthy ka, hindi lang to labanan ng physical strength, kundi dapat mentally yung strength mo rin is dapat talagang natututukan lalo dito sa weightlifting category. Doktora, sa tingin mo ba magiging mas bukas ang mga athletic organization ngayon sa pakikipagtrabaho sa sports psychologist pagkatapos nga ng ating pagkapanalo sa Olympics?
Dapat, no? Dapat kasi nakikita na rin natin siya sa ibang sports like sa boxing, no? Yung boxing may sarili rin silang sports psychologist. And then if you go outside, katulad yung kay Simone, no? Yung gymnastics. And then also with that tennis, no? Talagang they're talking about mental health. Even yung kay Phelps, no? So mental health is something that we need to consider sa athlete. Kasi the more competitions na nagkakaroon sila, mas tumataas yung pressure, mas tumataas yung expectation sa kanila. So if you do not take care of yung mental health nila or yung well-being nila, eventually bibigay sila. No? Bibigay sila, mababurnout sila, and then we're going to lose good athletes along the way.
Gaano naman po kahalaga yung mental health sa performance at sa pangkalahatang kalusugan ng isang atleta?
Napakalaga, no? Like sabi ko, it is also equally important with physical. Kasi if you are mentally healthy or yung well-being mo, you can easily adjust to the environment. You enjoy what you are doing, and there's a sense of balance, no? Kasi at the end of the day, yung katawan ng tao napapagod, no? Yung isip ng tao napapagod din. So ang approach natin dyan should be holistic, no? There should be physical, psychological, and yung mental.
Naku, Doktora, talagang very inspirational talaga itong pagkapanalo ni Hidilyn at lalo't at tumulong nga itong Team HD sa kanya. I'm sure maraming mga kabataan ngayon ang gustong sumunod kay Hidilyn Diaz sa pagkapanalo niya sa Olympic medal. So ano naman po yung mensahe natin sa mga younger generation na gusto nga pumasok sa weightlifting or sa anumang sports ngayon?
So magandang naging example, no? Halimbawa, yung katulad kay Hidilyn, like what I mentioned, she started at the age of 11. Okay? Narami na rin siya mga medals or nakamit before siya mag-30, but she never stopped, no? Titignan mo rin sa mga kalaban niya, siya na yung pinakamatanda. So everybody was questioning, no? Na kaya pa ba? And then babae pa siya sa larangan ng weightlifting. So walang makakapagpigil or makakalimit, no? Kung basta gusto mo yung ginagawa mo, then you can be successful.
Wow. Doktora, it's good na hindi na puputol yung pag-uusap nyo ni Hidilyn, yung mga training sessions nyo, ganyan. Ano po yung ngayong mga training nyo sa kanya?
Kung titignan mo, very humble naman talaga si Heidi. And then, ang sinasabi lang namin sa kanya is, you really have to plan very well because blessings yan, no? And hindi na naman niya naging motivation ang money even before. Kasi yung money, pumasok na lang siya nung nanalo siya eh. No, but during the time that she was really working or training very hard, she was really focused. And then so ngayon, I think she needs to plan very well in terms of her next step, kung ano yung gusto niya. Kasi for me, very important pa rin yung well-being niya, no? Sinasabi ko sa kanya, with this pandemic, life is short, no? You have to enjoy No, if you want to compete, okay lang as long as you enjoy what you are doing. But you have to think for yourself, not for other people, because at the end of the day, that's your life.
Alright, maraming salamat po, Doktora Karen Katrina Trinidad, sa inyong oras at maraming salamat po sa patuloy na pagsuporta sa ating kampyonato na si Heidelin Diaz. Kayo rin po, ang Team HD din po ay champion dito sa Golden Olympics, ang kauna-unahang golden medal ng Pilipinas sa Olympics. So maraming salamat po.
Thank you.
Alright, at yan nga po ang ating panayam kasama si Dr. Karen Katrina Trinidad. Ako po si Trisha Garin para sa Panahon TV.